Okay, this is week 4. Last week was accidentally labeled week 4. This is week 4. There's another video posted on the stand stay and the sit for exam. So check that out. That's part of week 4. I'm going to add a leave it exercise because we really need a leave it as much as we need a heel command. Leave it will save your dog from getting medicine off the floor, chasing other dogs. They'll focus their attention up on you whenever you're bypassing something you don't want them to look at that they might react to. So it's a very critical thing to teach. You're always going to work on leave-its. It's just like watch me. Doesn't matter where you go, there's something the dog needs to leave. So you'll practice it frequently. So I train this stationary first, and then we'll move to a passing by an object that I want them to leave. How I'm going to do this, Vito, front. Oh, Vito, here. Vito. Sit. He is distracted today. Okay, I have regular Biljack treats here. These are going to be his leave-its. Anything I tell him to leave, he can't have. He's never going to have it. So what I'll do is I'll reward him with something better, higher value treat, to make him want to resist this. Okay. When the exercise is over, I just collect these, put them back in the treat bag, and of course he'll get them later. The treat that I'm going to give him that's better than Biljack is cheese sticks. Okay. The way this works is I'm going to put him in a down, and I'm going to put treats out in front of him. So I'm going to leave it. My hand motion here, leave it, becomes a signal. And if he tries to go for the treats, I'm just simply going to cover them up. So it becomes kind of a game. You've got to beat the dog to the treats to cover him up. Every time he looks at you, you're going to give him a treat. You're going to go crazy and say, yes, good, leave it. Give him a treat. He'll figure that out real quick and start forgetting what's on the ground and start looking at you. And that's what we're wanting. We're wanting them to disengage from whatever we tell them to leave and look at us. So, let's get started. Okay. Now, he has his paws right there. Fine. So we'll put a couple of treats out here way away from you. Leave it. Yes, good, leave it. I'm going to move him a little bit forward since he's impeded. Leave it. Good. Leave it. Good, leave it. Leave it. So I had to go back and catch him right there. Now when I get the treats up to his paws, leave it. Good, leave it. Leave it. That's good. I'm going to start putting them on his paws. That's good. He can look at the treat, he can't take it. Ah. Leave it. Yes, good. Leave it. And I'll reinforce this command. Leave it. Good, leave it. Leave it. Good. Yes. Good, leave it. Ah. Nope. Up. Good, leave it. Ah. Leave it. Whoops, you got that one. Leave it. That's good. Nope. Leave it. They're hard to sell their paws. Yes, good. Leave it. Leave it. Good. He is a highly food motivated dog. Leave it. So when you're solid here, this exercise on a highly food motivated dog, he's starting to understand the leave-ins. As long as I'm not having to continually play these cover up the treat games, he's got it. Okay? Are we done? Good boy. Good boy. Good leave-in. Yes. Okay? Sit. And I'll train that stationary first. And on the trick dog novice, that's actually a trick that you can claim for your trick dog novice title if you want. Here we go. Now he knows his food here. He is a highly food motivated dog, as you can tell. Sit. Stay. Okay. So I've got a bowl of his kibble. So he is motivated. You don't. Yeah. I've got my cheese in my mouth, which I'll reward him with whenever he looks away. The idea is to never let them get that. That's just a training tool. Okay? So I'm going to start by walking the dog by at a range where he can't get the food. He can look at it, he can go for it, so I'm going to tell him to leave it. And as soon as he looks up at me and breaks the contact, yes, good, leave it. I'm going to mark that and walk on by. As he gets better with that, it's the same as on the ground here in front of me. As he gets better at that, I'm going to move him closer. And the idea is to be able to walk straight up to it. I'm going to leave it, walk right over the object and go on with your business without the dog trying to get it. Okay? Well, let's see how he does. Leave it. Yes. I don't want to pull him away from it. I want him to make the choice. Leave it. Yes. Good. Leave it. Good. Okay. All right. You go. This is hard for him. Leave it. Yes, good. Leave it. Yes, good. He's looking at it. He wants it. So we're going to go, I'll be a little closer this time. Leave it. Good. Boy, good, leave it. Yes. And I'm holding the treat in his nose, so I can kind of lead him out of it a little bit. I don't want him to turn it back and snap it. Leave it. Yes, good, leave it. Good boy. Get back. Yes, good. See, he knows the game now. He knows that if he walks up, looks at that, looks at me, he's going to get the treat. So that's the beginning of my moving leave it. Come on, get around. Leave it. Yes, good. Good, leave it. Here. And that's really all there is to this leave it thing. You'll practice on anything you can find. Medicine bottles are great to practice on because you drop one, the dog always runs to it, always. Sorry, bud. Food, whatnot. If you master these exercises, your counter surfing can diminish. If they start to look like they're going to jump on the counters, leave it. Dogs sit back down. They still want what's on the counter, but they're going to respect your leave it if this is strong. So all sorts of uses in real life, and you have cheese in your ear. This isn't taught normally in the beginner's curriculum, so this is something that I add because you really need it. So there's no information in the packets or anything on it. Have any questions, let me know. But let's leave it.